Welcome to our show, A Gentleman's Take, a video podcast where we offer a more refined and sophisticated view on everything in this journey we call life.
All from the perspective of a gentleman.
I'm your host, JD, and this is my enthusiastic co-host,
Mac.
What's up?
What's up?
All right, so here's a quick rundown of what you can expect today. We cover a wide variety of topics and activities and offer our take on them. Or as they say in the common tongue, sitting around and shooting the shit. Is that about right?
Sounds about right.
Well, this is a special edition episode today. Happy National Pie Day, 3/14. And we have our first guest on the show. Let's introduce him right now, Mr. Gentleman Guest. This is Perry.
Yeah, call me Perry.
This is Perry. He's in the Witness Protection Program. Perry. No.
Good to have you on the show.
I appreciate y'all having me on here. Big fan of it. I've watched almost every episode besides the last one that just came out, and really stoked to be here and be with you guys. And I actually brought gifts for you guys, so I'm going to give that to you right now.
Gifts. I love gifts.
Mac. JD.
Thank you. A Dalmatian box. I love it.
Yeah. I was confused when I first got it, too. I was like...
Did you make these from real Dalmatians? Are you Cruella?
No.
Oh.
Definitely not.
Oh, bubble paper. It's my favorite.
Wait. Okay. This is pretty cool, Perry.
Yeah. It's got our names on it.
Yeah, it says JD on mine, 2023, A Gentleman's Take. What's that at the bottom there?
Just shooting the shit.
Wow, can we say that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's what we do.
Thanks,
That's
man.
what we do. Thank
Sir.
you.
Thanks.
Where'd you get these from?
I
This
ordered them
place?
off Amazon, actually.
We're using these.
I just
Yeah,
typed
for
in
sure.
whiskey glasses, and these popped up. So I was like, these would be awesome. Will they be here in time? And they were like, they'd be here Saturday. So
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Just chuck this glass.
Yeah. These are nothing compared to that. That is nice, man. Thank you.
I am
yeah, no
digging
problem.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely welcome back to the show now.
it. Absolutely.
You bought us.
Absolutely. You bring gifts.
I thought you couldn't be bought, though, Mac.
I can't be bought, but this whiskey glass is a good start.
It's a foot in the door. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All righty. Yeah. So, yeah, Perry, we've talked about you on the show before. So, mentioned like certain comments, and Perry is one of the ones that recommended the menu to us, the film.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And then I think there was an anime discussion about some tentacles
Yeah.
that came
I
up.
wanted you to explain the anime tentacle thing.
Hey,
But before you go that route, though, let's go ahead and dive into pop culture.
Yeah.
Pop culture is a subject that covers a wide variety of topics such as music, movies, television, sports, video games, comic books, and food. So let's go ahead and go there. What do you think, Mac?
I think that's a good plan.
All right, so in the pop culture take today, since we have a guest, we're going to hit everything that we can, not on purpose. We'll just see where it goes. So let's start with anime. What's your take on those tentacles, Perry?
Not into the tentacles.
Okay.
I don't really understand.
I don't judge.
The whole hentai is what it's called. It's just weird. It's weird.
What is hentai exactly?
It's anime porn, pretty much.
Oh,
anime porn.
Yeah. You know what? There's a subject for everybody out there. That's all I'm going to say.
It's like that American Dad episode where everybody's got their kink or whatever.
Pretty much. Like I said, I think one time we discussed I'm pretty sure, well, let's not talk about that, but let's, the whole, somebody's willing to go out there and massage your feet with mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah, the mayonnaise feet thing.
That's a thing. So people do weird stuff, and I'm glad we touched on that. However, we're going to move on, right?
And Kyle, if you're watching, I know that you committed to getting paid to do that. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Kyle, who will be a guest on the show eventually, he is our subject matter expert on everything.
Yeah, he said he'd let men rub his feet for money. I'm pretty sure is what it was.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Which Kyle's this?
This was...
Afternoon, Kyle?
Afternoon Kyle. Yeah.
Afternoon Kyle.
Afternoon, Kyle.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, that was one of our crazy takes at work. We mentioned that we do that all the time, and that scenario came up, and don't ask why, but it did.
Yeah.
But but on pop culture. So hey, are you, Perry, watching anything good right now, or?
Right now, I'm watching The Last of Us. One more episode comes out actually tonight, and then that'll be over. Other than that, really just watching random movies here and there.
Yeah.
Couple animes every now and then, but mostly just whatever everybody else is watching. So I'm checking some of those out, and I do have other recommendations like that people have told me about that I've added to my watch list that I still need to watch. But other than that, Last of Us and a couple movies here and there. That's about all I'm watching right now.
So The Last of Us has a video game. Is that based off the show, or is the show based off the game?
The show is based off the video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a show.
I've never actually played
on
The
HBO.
Last of Us because I haven't had a PlayStation. I recently just got a PlayStation. So I've never been able to actually play the video game. But I've heard, even though you watch the show, you should still play the video game because it's...
Oh, man, I heard episode 1. I haven't seen it yet myself. It's on my watch list. I heard episode 1 was so good in that it faithfully covered and recreated the events of the first game in the first episode, and maybe even made it a little more emotional and strong. Like, people were just raving about that, and that's rare in today's culture for movies and things to be accurate like that.
I was talking to my barber yesterday, and he's played all the video games of The Last of Us, and he said that what they're doing with the show is spot on to what the game is like.
Here's what I know about pop culture. When it comes to the video game side of things, if they stick to this route of being accurate to the show, then season 2 is not going to be good. If you know how the storyline on the second game goes, there was immediate complaints on that. I'm pretty sure they're not going to go that route because the cast they have now is so popular on the show. Then you remove anybody, it's doomed to fail. But then again, I'm willing to bet in today's society they're going to push for it. They're going to get it canceled by removing a star. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but the second game was controversial to say the least.
Well, I don't think I've played that game. I just know of the game's existence. There's not many games that could translate well to TV shows, so I'm glad to see somebody create a video game show and people like it.
Speaking of not translating well over into something that shouldn't be there, so I discovered this food that got announced. I think late last week. So how many ranch dressing fans do we have in the house?
I like ranch.
Ranch is
Not a ranch fan.
It's the universal dipping sauce for most people.
It's the new ketchup.
Pretty much. It's almost ridiculous.
You know that's just mayonnaise, milk, and powder, right?
Sour cream and powder. Yeah, I do, and I love. We actually make our own ranch here. We don't buy Hidden Valley. But
I'm just not a mayonnaise guy, not a Miracle Whip guy.
I probably just lost us the Hidden Valley sponsorship, but
Yeah.
I definitely don't do it. But I don't like processed stuff normally. So what I'm getting at is they are releasing, and I'm not kidding you, a Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
I would throw up. I'm telling you, if that becomes a gentleman's challenge, I'll puke.
This is real.
I'll
It's going to be
puke.
exclusive to Walmart.
There's no way. I've seen people at
And it's not a prank.
baseball games and stuff, and the fans eating mayonnaise out of the container.
Yes.
They
That
eat fried
versus-
mayonnaise balls in this country. Fried mayonnaise balls.
Hey,
is
you can fry.
wild.
If you can fry it, you can eat it, and it's popular. So yeah. So this ice cream thing. Apparently, there have been taste testers out there who talk about it, and it's so even they were nervous about it. So the reviews seemed honest, but they're saying you open it up, the smell is very off-putting because you don't expect
no
onion in your
joke.
ice cream, but it's ranch. But they said it was delightful to the senses. They said, "Oh, it's ranch," but then it's also a hint of sweet to it, and I guess they expect trends to take off, like taking pretzels and dipping it in your ice cream.
No.
And
No,
hot wing.
that's not gonna happen.
Just dip in your hot wings.
They
and
make ranch flavored pop,
Oh, I've seen what you're talking about. Yes.
bacon flavored, ranch flavored. They make all those different pops. Those didn't pop off. Nobody's
I've tried the
freaking
bacon
swigging
flavored.
a ranch flavored pop with their hot wings.
No.
Well, this same ice cream company, I can't remember who it is. It's a reputable one. It might be Ben & Jerry's for all I know.
Oh,
But it's a Walmart exclusive. That'll be hitting the stores this spring. Now, I didn't know about this, but I think it was a year or two ago, they had another exclusive hit. We got any Kraft macaroni and cheese fans?
That's a comeuppance.
I like macaroni.
If you tell me they're making macaroni flavored ice cream, I'm gonna trip out.
I'm just saying, they have the ice cream and they have the actual powdered cheese
Oh no!
mixed into it. This
no,
is real.
No,
Look at
no.
This is real.
This sounds. It went from like a challenge into a comeuppance. This sounds terrible.
There was
Well,
no way.
I work in an industry where there is ranch powder moved, and if you've ever smelled it, like in mass, oh my goodness, it's enough to mess up the strongest of stomachs. Like I don't have an easy stomach, but ranch in bulk quantities, oh man, it'll make you want to throw up. Ranch is like the worst smelling. Ugh, I can't imagine.
We wouldn't be able to use that as a comeuppance anyway because we don't have that YouTube money yet.
Or
and
like,
let me tell you, a pint is easily $15. I think I read.
Powdered cheese flavoring
And the ranch dressing
is
version.
even worse than
Yeah,
ranch dressing.
That's why I like if I was to do macaroni, Velveeta shells, because it's like it's not powder
How about Chinese food ice cream?
or pizza. I
Are-
mean,
are
cold
you
pizza's
just-
good.
Are you just telling us all the new flavors they're coming out with?
No. It's only the ranch dressing and the
What about
macaroni.
pork and bean flavored ice cream?
Pork
Or
and beans.
mustard flavored ice cream?
This is almost segging into a crazy take, but
Yeah,
yeah. So the
I
good
can
news
think
is
of all kinds of crazy things.
I might be able to afford getting some of that ice cream for a gentleman's challenge sometime.
That would be the comeuppance, dude. I'm telling you, I'm not just
Maybe all in one.
I'm not committing to that just naturally. Like that's punitive in
It's either
nature.
you eat the
How about
ranch ice
we
cream-
How about we take it to a vote? We're gonna put a poll up on Twitter,
That's punitive in nature.
and for our fans that want to engage with us on Twitter or YouTube, let us know. Do you want to see a Hidden Valley ranch dressing ice cream challenge / comeuppance involvement somehow? Let us know what you think. Vote on Twitter and just drop some comments down below on YouTube.
You could tell us, but I'm telling you, veto power. I don't want to do that.
I will not be a guest on that one. I might come over and watch though.
Well, we are men of the people.
Oh,
we
man.
are cultured men of the people.
I
So
mean,
let's see what they think. If they want to, that's cool. If they don't want to see it, then we don't have to do it.
Cool.
Cool. So let us know. But yeah. So
They also want to see you shave your beard.
No, they don't.
They told me.
No, they don't.
So I mean, we got to do what they want.
It's a religious thing. I can't.
Right? We got to do what they say.
Yeah.
So enough about the ranch dressing and the beard cutting. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to all kinds of music. Lately, I've been really listening to like outlaw country. I know you mentioned on one of the episodes that your son really likes country.
Yeah.
Luke Combs. I do like Luke Combs, but I've been really into an artist named Zach Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. He's coming to the BOK Center, so I'm going to go see him when he comes here at the BOK Center.
Sing us a little of your favorite song. I'm just kidding. I was just putting you on the spot.
I'm not about to do that. But, like,
I hear you sing
another
all the time.
artist, Cole Wetzel, another country, outlaw country. But then I also love 80s music, hair bands, all that. I'm just kind of everywhere with my music for the most part.
You're probably the person I know who goes to more concerts than anybody else I know at this point in my life. You go to a lot of concerts.
I do go to quite a bit of concerts.
What's
It
the last
feels
one you went to?
almost every week I'm either at the Canes or some little venue somewhere watching somebody perform. Whether I know them or not, my girlfriend, she's super big into concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll just randomly get a text and she's like, I got a ticket to this. And I'm like, okay. And most of the time, I enjoy them.
Yeah.
Well, you said you watched the show, right? Mm-hmm. So were you at all offended by my hot take of concerts are boring?
I'm sure you knew when you walked in. I was shaking my head.
So I remember you told me that she wanted you to go to like a little swing band or a big band. Did you ever go
brass
do that?
band.
Yeah, brass band. How was that?
It was actually really fun. Like, I enjoyed myself. Okay. Everybody there was, enjoying themselves. So I was just like, and they played like, it wasn't like just, they were doing like hits, like like hip hop and all that stuff. So it wasn't just like them just playing instruments. They were like doing actual music.
Good deal.
That you could vibe to.
And also another thing, since based on a conversation we were having before the show, and on a previous episode we mentioned something. I would just like your take on this. Whataburger or Burger Street?
I recently just got like into eating Burger Street, and honestly, I would have to say Burger Street's good. Like, I like Burger Street.
Yeah.
It just seems like, I don't know, the presentation of it. It's just more, it feels like cleaner when you even though it's like junk food. The presentation, it's cleaner. I love their curly fries when they put chili cheese on them. Their chili cheese curly fries.
Did you ever have the tots?
Haven't had their tots yet. I've had their chili dogs too, and they're pretty good too.
They're well rounded.
Yeah, like
I don't think Burger Street could sniff Five Guys though.
Well, I can't afford Five Guys, but hey, I am sorry. I probably just lost us a sponsorship with Whataburger.
That's a lot of sponsorships that we already didn't have that are gone now.
Dang.
hey,
My
the sweet
father-in-law,
spicy bacon burger.
oh man, my father-in-law gave me grief for choosing Burger Street, so I apologize. I interrupted you.
There's a guy we work with who he always calls it Wada, and it drives me absolutely nuts. He calls it Wada, and I'm like, dude, Whataburger's already short enough, and you keep calling it Wada, and you're gonna drive me nuts. And then he talks about.
What was the sandwich he was talking about?
That's what I was going. He has like this. He swaps something out with something different.
It's some chicken finger sandwich.
Yeah, it's like a chicken sandwich that he gets honey put on or something like that. It's like a honey butter biscuit, more or less, and it's like off the menu ordering that he does.
You know what's exciting is his enthusiasm behind it. He'll explain it to you, and he has so much energy. It makes you want it, but it's you start thinking about it. Gross.
When we have him on, if and when we have him on, he's gonna explain this Wada take.
Yeah,
Is it kind of like the Mick Gangbang?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Custom.
It's like a custom order, but with that you have to order it and then do it yourself. He orders off the menu and they know what he's talking about. So apparently he's been there enough.
I've seen like some restaurants have like secret menus. Like I'll watch TikToks and they're like, go to the drive-thru and ask for this, and then somebody will do it, and they're like, all right, and I'm like, how would you even know that unless like, I don't know, you got an inside man that.
Or I guess you worked there.
Oh, maybe.
Or you know somebody that works there and they tell you about it.
Yeah. I mean,
he sent them a message on Twitter, their corporate place, and gave them that idea. And they said, they told him to just, they had these people that make their menu, and they were good without the idea, I think.
Oh.
Or that might have been somebody different with a different idea.
The Wada guy, he might, I think he might have. Maybe it was a local suggestion, but I think he might be referring to Jonathan. We have a friend named Jonathan who
that's the one.
Had a wonderful idea of submitting a candy bar idea he was telling me about, and I was like, that's pretty cool. That is a great idea. So I hope for his sake that we'll plug that once it actually gets released.
They denied him already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said that they have a PR company that makes those decisions, and they
on their website it says submit an idea. So if you're not going to take them, why do it?
They said that they would come up with their own idea, and that he wouldn't be entitled to any money if they decided to do that at a later date.
Oh, what?
Okay, so hey, here's my take on that. Mars, we don't want you as a sponsor. I'm just going to go ahead and boot Mars.
You know Mars encompasses a lot of people, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I don't care.
Good job.
Hey.
Good job.
There's still plenty of sponsors out there.
Yet they're going to approve ranch ice cream and macaroni ice cream.
Yeah.
But not this.
I could have submitted a dumb idea like that. But
ranch ice cream.
Either way, they're all crazy ideas. And, well, hey, not to be a shameless seg, but how about we take a hypothetical journey together?
Crazy take?
Crazy take. What do you think?
Crazy take.
All right, Mac. I know you got a good one for us today. So what you got for the hypothetical journey's crazy take?
All right, so I'll ask it, but I'll get your response before Perry's response so that he can have time to process. He's not familiar with our game yet. So you wake up today in the hospital, okay? Doctor comes to you and says, you're going to die today. But I can help you. If you want to extend your life, I can extend it by as many years as you want. Just tell me how many years. In doing so, 10,000 people lose a year for every year you choose. So if you said 10 years, 100,000 people would lose a year. How many years are you taking? JD Denbow.
I like this one because it's not going to paint me in a good light either way. However, I'll dive in. So my question is, do we get to choose whose years get taken off, or is it random?
No, so it's indiscriminate. It's men, women, children. You might be taking a year from 10,000 children. Who knows?
What about puppies?
It's just human beings.
I would, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't care.
You prefer dog years over human years.
I mean, a human year is 7 years in dog years, so you kind of win there.
That's messed up.
All right, so how many years would I take? All right, so I believe in balance.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I've done some good in this life to where I think I might be owed something.
Deserving
You know, and
of
that's
other people's livelihood.
a little selfish, but let's say I wouldn't be a greedy man. I think I would take, and I will take minimum 1 year.
No. You gotta no minimums.
What?
How many years do you need? You're about to die. Beep.
Give me 5.
5.
Give me
Okay.
5 years.
So you just took 50,000 years away from other people.
Oh, it was per 10,000?
Yeah. Every year you takes 10,000 people's year.
You ever notice on a crazy take, I hear you, but I don't hear you?
Yeah, you need it repeated a couple times.
Okay, hold on.
For every year you take,
It's a life.
10,000 people lose a year.
Okay,
Just lose a year off.
yeah, off their time
Yeah.
clock. Okay,
You steal 10,000 people's
hey.
year.
do- okay, so yeah.
I mean, if it's their last year, then yeah, they die.
Okay.
You might put some people on beep.
All right, fine.
You didn't have a year to spare, bud. You were chosen in the random lottery.
Hey, as a nice person, I'll be nice and take 1 year. Give me a year.
Dude,
I eat 1 year.
that's the weakest choice ever. You might as well say none.
No,
What you
I can wrap things up in 12 months. It gives me time to say my goodbyes, fulfill any. It'd be the craziest year. I would quit my job.
You already stole 10,000 people's year. You might
That's
as well
fine.
go for more than that.
And you know what? I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to do some kind and wonderful things in that final year, knowing I just give it my all.
Would it change your opinion if I said that the 10,000 people that you stole a year from know?
Oh,
Do they know someone did it, or do they know I did
They
it?
know you specifically stole a year from their loved one.
How much do they know about me?
They know everything about you.
they know where you live.
Okay, so and I can't have a fantasy fairy drop money in my lap where I can just hide. Do y'all really want me to die?
Does that change the game at all?
A little bit, but pack up and run.
Choose or die.
So you live on the run for your last year that you stole from 10,000 people.
Hey, I actually do know people that would help me with that. So I would steal a year from 10,000 people, and then I would go. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be a great year. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna selfishly say my goodbyes, and it's not painting me in a good light.
What about you?
I can hear.
How many years are you taking?
if they kill you,
Do they get their
because
year
you
back?
got to think, if they know everything about you, you're going to be living looking over your shoulder. So if they kill you, do they get their time back? Or is
who
it like
knows?
once I pick 8, because I'm 32 years old, I'd like to live until I'm about 40. Celebrate my 40th. I would do 8, but
So you're taking 8 years.
yeah.
So 80,000 people
Sorry,
lose a year.
sorry about
Dang,
you.
if I lost,
But
I
if
lost
it
8
if
years,
it came
that would suck.
as in I was always having to look over my shoulder, I wouldn't be able to enjoy those 8 years. So
How far could you go?
it would be different if I could just live my own life.
Okay, so take them knowing off the table. How many years are you taking?
8.
8. And then now with them knowing on the table, how many do you take?
Kill me.
Just
kill
die
me.
today?
Yeah, I'd die today.
Wow.
Because I don't want to live with that paranoia all the
Interesting.
time.
Okay, well, we're done here.
Mac, what would you do?
Well, honestly, so I have young kids to raise, right?
Yep.
Here's the deal. If it came down to it, and I've got to live for my family or impact other people for just a mere year of their life, right?
Yeah.
I'm 36, 44 years. That's like 440,000 years I take from other people, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hold on a second. All right, wait. Are you saying you would take?
yeah, I'd take 44.
And why am I the piece of crap?
You're not. You were never going to be. You just felt bad. See, like, I'm thinking about it like, yes, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for other people, But at the end of the day, if they propose that choice to me, like, let's be honest. If somebody's sitting in a hospital room, do I really trust? What if mine was the name that was getting drawn on all the, like, when you took your year, I'm probably one of the 10,000. Boom.
Probably.
All of a sudden, I just lost. When you took your 8, I was probably one of those people. Like, if the choice was mine, why would I not value my life and my family's life more? Like,
Okay, well,
when everything breaks down in the world, sometimes it's about survival and sometimes it's about number one. I don't even want to grow old. That's the crazy part about it. But I couldn't look my wife in the eye and be like, yeah, I had a choice to live a long, prosperous life, but I'd rather, pass away and leave you and the kids behind because I want to be,
Imagine giving somebody a chance to say goodbye and set them up. A year minimum would be nice for me, but I said 5 originally. Now, here's the question. Would you pick the same number if people knew everything about you?
Yeah, because here's the deal. Again, I'm playing the odds. If I roll the dice and take 1 year, 10,000 people, statistically, I'm at people's mercy no matter what. So I might as well just get the full on break. And then, you know what? If one of you guys take me out, I took 440,000 of your hours. So y'all.
What movie is that?
I mean, that's pretty cruel and heartless, but you have to know me in a survival situation. Like, if you know me in real life,
I know you in a survival
I'm
situation.
pretty chill. But if it comes down to survival and my family, I'm pretty much
Remember, this is Secret Agent Mac.
Whatever.
Secret Agent Mac with his shady
I do what it takes. So for me and my family, they got to grow old. I got to walk my daughter down the aisle.
Hey, Perry, how do you feel about that?
You got me second guessing mine.
You want more now, don't you?
Yeah,
But somebody has to say it first.
I'm already taking 8. I'm already an asshole.
Right.
So why not take?
That's what I was saying about the
more?
one.
I mean,
if you commit to anything, you might as well commit to the full bore.
Hey,
just take it.
I mean, but I would take 5 years. Fine. In the circumstance, I feel a little more comfortable in this group.
Yeah.
And give you my 5. I want my 5.
Everybody in the beginning who was listening and saying that they wouldn't do it or they would just do it, they've rethought it too now. Either choice is going to be selfish and either choice is going to be selfless. Both are both. Like that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I definitely feel better about my choice, and I'm definitely going to take a few more years for myself. And thank you for, like in previous takes, you made me a better criminal. Thank you now for making me a better, guilt-free person.
Yep, no problem.
I appreciate that. So, and audience, what would you pick? What do you think? What would you do? What do you think of us after these choices?
Yeah, don't feel guilty anymore.
Did we lose subscribers?
No.
Oh, let's look at Perry's face. How could you unsubscribe from that?
Look at that beard. Such a well-groomed beard. Well-groomed beard.
Well-groomed beard. Okay, well, that was good enough. So, what do you say we issue a gentleman's challenge?
For the 3 of us?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's definitely a good possibility. There's a lot we can work with here.
Yeah, let's try it. All right, well, welcome to the Gentleman's Challenge portion of the show. Today we're going to play Cookie Walk. Basically how this game goes is you have a tray full of cookies in front of you. You're going to place it directly on your forehead, and you're going to try to work it down all the way to your mouth. If you can capture it in your mouth, all 10 of them before the time limit expires, then you win. If we go to the time limit and none of us have completed it, then whoever has the most is going to be the winner. So if you drop your cookie on the floor, unfortunately, either put it to the side or
5-second challenge.
Try to get it back in your mouth again. So any questions?
Okay, so there will be a winner. Will there be 2 lesser men?
2 lesser men. Whoever either completes the challenge first wins, or whoever has the most at the time limit wins.
Will be the better man.
The other 2 are the lesser men.
Ooh, a double comeuppance, huh?
Double comeuppance for the first time
I better win.
so far. Well, I guess technically we've had like partial comeuppances before for 2 people.
Yeah, eggs and tortilla.
Yeah, but this time it's full on comeuppance for 2 people.
Cool. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take my hat off for this one.
Yeah, me too. Are we ready?
Yep.
When it hits 5. Okay, that was aggressive.
Go.
I'm not good at this.
Almost had it.
Oh. Oh.
None of us are getting 10. Okay, that
I
one.
don't even think I'll get one.
Oh, I didn't open my mouth. It went right across my lips.
Ah! Went across my lips. I had my mouth open though.
I didn't even open my mouth.
Oh, I got one.
You
Ah!
I lost that one.
It's like Plinko with your face.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on.
Oh, it hit my lips.
I almost had that one. I lost it.
Oh gosh, I was.
It hit my.
I can taste it.
It hit my teeth. I look like a monkey. Keep going.
Oh, dude.
I was so close. I got one though.
Oh, dude.
Keep going.
Bull.
I didn't open my
I
mouth
was
again.
so close. I got chocolate in my eye.
My frustration shows. Okay, fine.
Time up. Time up.
I got one.
Perry.
Oh, this sucks.
Wow.
I didn't give. Dude, okay.
Wow.
It's possible, but that's tough.
Wow. That was way tougher than I thought it was.
I didn't land one. Man. Dude, okay, so that was one of the tougher challenges. I didn't land one. Did you?
No. We had a grand total of one cookie between all of us.
So Perry is today's better man. Our guest was the better man, and both Mac and I are the lesser men.
How excited are
For
you
the
to not
episode.
have to do a comeuppance?
Hey,
Man, have the hosts ever not won? Dude!
it's rigged.
It has to be rigged. I'm sitting here. How long did you know about the challenge to practice?
2
Weeks?
seconds, man.
Well,
Week?
okay, so if I can share a trade secret in the industry, we did this purely for diversity purposes for our numbers. So Perry, thanks for coming on and representing. And
Native lives matter.
we here at Gentleman's Take are for progress. Well, all right. Well, how about this? So we're gonna go ahead and second to the comeuppance. You better man, son of a gun. And since today is March 14th, National Pie Day, let's just go for it. All right, today's comeuppance on National Pie Day. What do you think this is going to be?
I'm guessing pie. You might have broke my nose. You put it hard.
I hate pie.
Well, you have just witnessed the comeuppance for the lesser man.
Men?
Indeed. Not happy about it. Well, all right, better man. Congratulations. So
Sticky. I don't want to shake your hand.
I don't wash my hands anyway, so I didn't mind. Anyway, enjoy that pink eye, my friend. Now, All right, so on National Pie Day, we received our comeuppance and are the lesser men for the episode. And that's that. Plain and simple. Congratulations to the winner. And I'm so furious. I'm burning mad. Let's just go ahead and seek into the hot take. So, better man, since you are indeed the better man, would you like to go first on the hot take or would you defer?
I'll defer.
Who would like to go first?
You.
All right, then. All right, my hot take. Granted, this is the season of the Academy Awards. Matter of fact, Sunday, what are the Oscars? I'm going to go ahead and just talk trash on the Oscars. And what a bullcrap, self-appreciating, back-patting bore fest this is. If anyone takes the Oscars seriously, ask yourself why. And I say that because do you really think the ones they chose for Best Picture were indeed the Best Picture? Has anyone of you guys experienced that?
I think they're boring. I think that they're set up.
Yeah, I could not tell you the last time I watched any award show like that.
I can. So the last time I really took it seriously was in 1998. The 1998 films that were up for that year. So have you ever seen the film Saving Private Ryan?
Of course.
Yes.
A Steven Spielberg masterpiece, a director you know.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful, well-shot film. Everything about it, the acting and the cinematography, everything about it, it's a very moving and realistic film, and had all these accolades. Did you know it was up for Best Picture in 98?
I'm sure.
Why wouldn't it be? It's Steven freaking Spielberg. You know that it didn't win?
I'm not surprised now.
Do you know who won?
I was 7.
1998.
So
1998.
What was better than Saving Private Ryan?
I'm guessing that it's just a complete debacle.
A romantic film starring Gwyneth Paltrow, and it was called Shakespeare in Love.
Oh, yeah.
Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture over Saving Private Ryan. I was a movie guy. I enjoyed the Oscars just for, hey, this is a validation of my hobby and my interest. And that was a kick to the gentleman bottoms because I'm not saying it's not a good movie. How is that a better movie than the Saving Private Ryan? And at that age, I don't know. I'm never looking back. This past Sunday, you had movies, a lot of indie movies, a lot of obscure titles. And but the only ones I felt that were good contenders, real good contenders, were Top Gun Maverick, which that was the most talked about film in 2022. Everyone loved Top Gun Maverick.
We should talk about that sometime.
yeah, I still have not seen that.
Oh man, did you ever see the original Top Gun?
Long time ago.
Okay, so that's just a good movie. It's not like the most epic thing you're ever going to see, but this sequel had no right being as good as it was. It just took something that was a cool 80s movie to, wow! It was just, you've never seen a movie with such heart. And Tom Cruise is the freaking man. I don't care what anyone says. And then another one that was up for, that not everyone was talking about as much, but it made the most money, was Avatar 2, The Way of Water. Everyone loves those Avatar films. It's been 14 years since the original released. Or 13 years, I'm sorry. 13 years. And the sequel finally came out. I didn't think it would do as well as it did, but it crossed the $2 billion mark in just a couple months. And that's pretty impressive. Anyway, yeah, so Top Gun did not win and did not get the credit it deserved. Well shot. The amount of work they put in behind the scenes was fantastic. Actually using real planes, and I don't know. It was a love letter is what it was, and also a passion project for the lead actor and executive producer. So if you haven't seen it, go see Top Gun Maverick. It's a great time, and the Oscars are bullcrap. There's nothing good about the Oscars. It's just a 3.5 hour, maybe 4 hour bore fest of movies and people you don't really care about. I mean, just look at Will Smith last year. I mean, he was the man for me for the longest time, and then this story comes out about his wife kind of basically sleeping around in an open marriage, and he didn't really do anything about it. So based on my values and how I view life, I didn't really have much respect, for the man. It's like, okay, that's how you do you, but, I just, whatever. I still like Bad Boys. I still like Independence Day. I'm going to watch those. Anyway, and then he just seemed emotionally unstable. Like, someone kind of made a joke about his wife, just a simple joke. And he just looked at his wife. She's, well, I better do what my wife says, because she's the one that runs the things. And so he puts his man card down, gets up and slaps another man on stage. And yeah, that was about all the publicity the Oscars got. People didn't care about the films. So I hope they appreciated that rating spike. Even real or not, the Oscars suck. They just suck. And that's my hot take.
Okay, so my hot take is that if you wear Crocs, your feet stink, they don't look as cool as you think they do, and nobody likes them. But people still wear them, and people still think they're comfortable. And JD's staring at me because I'm pretty sure JD's a Croc fan. So, yeah, your feet are stinky, and nobody thinks that they look good with the outfit that you're wearing. So don't wear them in public because they're not appropriate. What do you want to say something? Do you have Croc input?
I got the Croc input size 13 about to input into your old booty.
See, everybody that wears Crocs, they defend them to the death, and I don't understand it. Like,
Let me ask you, did you mention the look of them?
they are heinous looking. They're just hideous shoes.
Would you prefer them over those, what was the other ones we talked about?
Yeezys. Okay, Yeezys. Oh, here we go. I'm about to up the ante on the hot take. Yeezys are the modern day Croc. They're even uglier, and it makes you even just so much more dumb.
Are you
for
talking
spending
about
$300 on the moon looking shoes that look
right.
like moon Yeezy Crocs? Like, if you buy those, you spend $300 on those, I am laughing at you to your face. I will laugh at you.
Does it give you a little more respect to the Croc wearers?
No. You guys started that crap.
Oh,
You guys are at fault for that being a cool thing. And then all of a sudden somebody said, hey, I can get $300 a pair off these people for putting a name on it and pitching it as a cool idea. All of a sudden now people are dumb enough to spend $300 on some goofy looking moon shoe.
that's what happens when you create something wonderful and then the next generation messes it up.
No, Crocs were never good to start with. My oldest son likes to wear Crocs. His feet stink. They don't look good.
He likes to wear Crocs?
Yeah, of course he does.
My man.
But I'm just saying, if you wear Crocs, it's unforgivable.
You know, I used to hate Crocs myself. I thought they were ridiculous. One of my sisters wore them. We were hanging out at an amusement park here, and I looked down because this ride was making me sick. I was getting nauseous on the octopus spinner ride, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what was going on. I looked down at her feet, and I said, what are those? I thought they were like gardening shoes or something. And then she told me what they were, and I thought, that's pretty awesome. For her, I mean, I would never be caught dead.
You thought it was the ride making you sick. It was actually the fumes coming out of the Crocs.
Maybe that's what it was.
It was the Croc fumes.
Courtney, if you're watching this,
no, bad feet smell.
No, but no, she was responsible, and everyone kept saying how comfortable they were. It wasn't until I got married, I bought my first pair. I just wanted to see. And as soon as I slipped it on, the heavens parted, the light shone down, the choir was going, and a revelation. I was walking on air. And let me tell you, I have worn them ever since, and here's why I'm okay with it. I'm married. I don't need to impress anybody. I'm not trying to land a girl now. I landed the girl.
You couldn't pay me to try on Crocs.
I heard they're comfy.
Hey.
I've never tried any on, but I've heard they're
Perry, what do you think?
really comfy.
How about for a comeuppance? Mac has to wear Crocs. My Crocs.
Dude, that's like foot fungus transfer. No, there's no.
That's a comeuppance. That's
Okay, well, guess what? I'll put your Crocs on. You have to wear my soiled underwear.
Done.
No.
I was banking on you saying no. Okay. So
That's
you
my only fair trade with something as disgusting as those 10-year-old Crocs you got on your feet.
Do you like Crocs?
I'm not against them, but like
man.
I said, I've just never found the need to spend the $60 on a pair of
What do you think when you
Crocs.
see people at the store?
I just do my own thing. I don't even pay attention. I don't judge them.
You know,
Like I said, my girlfriend just bought a pair of platform Crocs, and she was like, feel them, and they're super comfy. They feel.
She bought platform Crocs.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made such a thing.
I didn't know either until she ordered them.
Man,
Oh man, Miss Perry.
we could be doing so much better with our time than inventing stuff like that. I'm just saying.
Here's something crazy. I was 15 years ago. I was going to Walmart. It was back when there were 24 hours, and I'm standing there in line, and I'm talking to my buddy, and I just kept hearing this giggling and sniggering. Just I look over, and these girls are freaking standing behind me, judging and giggling, and they're pointing and laughing at my Crocs. I had never had someone do that in public before, and I looked at them, and I just kind of smiled, and they're just like, I'm like, dang, I'm happy you're happy.
Have you ever had somebody walk past you and just be like, your feet stink?
Nope.
That would be funny. What you got, Jared? You got something for us?
I guess my hot take would be people that hate on people that have certain hobbies or stuff that they like to do with their spare time. As for me, I watch anime. I collected Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards as I was a kid, and as I've gotten older and are able to afford to relive those hobbies again, I started collecting Pokemon cards again. I started collecting, anime action figures. I got a whole game room that I'm starting to build right now.
Yeah.
And, most people are like, why are you spending all that money on cards? It's just something that makes me happy, and my girlfriend supports it, and most everybody that I'm around supports it. But that's kind of my hot take right there. Is like, do y'all have any hobbies that y'all do? Like, even if they're like kiddish, I know we're adults, but I mean, I even collect shoes. I collect shoes, hats. Do y'all have any hobbies that y'all have?
I'm with you on that one, honestly, because especially when it comes to modern hobbies that are like considered adult. I have a lot of those. I know what you're saying on a personal level because I grew up with I don't know if you ever heard of the cartoon and toy line G.I. Joe.
Yeah,
I was a G.I. Joe freaking nut, and I want to say it was about 2015. I always talked about, man, I just want to see my old collection again because my mother had all my old toys saved up so she can bank on it one day. And I looked at them and I was like, man. And I saw the line had come back with modern updates and sculpts. I said, shoot, I'm buying G.I. Joes left and right.
Yeah.
And I have, matter of fact, the line's still going on. They went from the 4-inch figures. Now they got 6 inches because that's really popular now. Mm-hmm. And I have
6 inches is popular, you say?
Yeah, so like if I were to take you all to my office, it's the same thing. It's there's a whole wall of G.I. Joe and dioramas I've built. I build dioramas because I like making miniatures. I have a Wild West town and everything I've built on another wall, and then I got these corner bookshelves that have all kinds of just from various movies or things I like musically. And anyway, it's just a good representation of a hobby, but a lot of those are from childhood stuff. And it's cool to say, in some cases, it's cool to say now, yeah, you collect this stuff, respect. And other people are like, wow, how old are you?
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's okay. That, as like the Crocs, you do you. But
so the hot take is basically just be comfortable in who you are, regardless of people's.
Have adult-oriented hobbies.
Don't let other people judgment. I mean, do you like?
Let me ask you this: that child that liked the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, is that you?
Yeah.
That's a part of you?
Yeah, that's part of me for sure.
So that's man, like I said, that's
I take a lot more care of them than I did when I was little because, I liked collecting them and having the best ones, but now, they're in cases and they're protected.
My brother and I used to light things on fire like G.I. Joe and torture and rip off limbs. We were so brutal. I used to lie. I guess I lied to some other friends of mine saying, I used to take care of my toys. I was really good. I saw them. I went, oh my gosh, what I was lying.
You're like Sid from Toy Story. You're like torching them outside and using lasers and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a pretty good hot take. That's fair. I agree with you on that one, 100%.
I agree.
All right, so that's going to about wrap it up for today. We covered and established a lot of things, and it's including who the better man was for the episode. Our first guess was the better man. Don't pose. Don't you dare pose. This guy. And then we established the first time ever dual lesser men.
Yep.
We're in this together.
For sure. For show. For show.
Yeah, but everything else, everything we covered pretty much in a manner most refined. So I think it all came together to form a perfect take.
Or a gentleman's take.
Oh, yeah, indeed. Perry, thanks for coming on. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me. I hope I can come on again in the future, and maybe I get pied in the face.
This makes up for it.
Hey, yeah, you can pie my face anytime, buddy. Thank you. Awesome. Well, yeah, we hope you had a good time, and we hope you do come back because it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
And wait till you see Friday's episode, our St. Patrick's Day special.
Can't wait for that.
So anyway, until we meet again, be sure to sit back, sip some bourbon,
Smoke a stogie,
and appreciate the finer things in life. Hey, Mac,
Yeah.
you look ridiculous.
Do I?
I just want you to know.
What the heck?
The Audience Take.
We want to hear from you.
Any suggestions or requests for future takes, challenges, comeuppance, or criticisms, please email us at AGentlemansTakePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram pages for exclusive content.